Now, I've been extremely hesitant to share this on the internet because it's pretty intense and personal, but what the heck? I mean, you only live once, and life is all about the experiences and challenges we overcome. Hopefully, this video helps bring awareness about the sickness called addiction. Never once in my life did I think that my innocent love for gaming would ever spiral into an addiction. I mean, we all thought addiction was just to drugs, right? Wrong. Addiction is not having control over doing, taking, or using something to the point where it could be harmful to you. And you can get addicted to just about anything. So it's time to reveal the raw truth of how I struggled and share my story about my addiction to gaming. Everything started innocent enough. I started playing video games at a young age. I've played games on devices like the Game Boy, Nintendo 64, Xbox, PlayStation, and the list goes on. I've been playing games for a long time, and I feel like I'm always captured by the immersive and colorful worlds the games have to offer. The creative virtual realms always made me feel joy and forgot about the real world. As I grew older, the games became more immersive and my involvement intensified. The more I played, the more I craved that rush of adrenaline. It was like stepping into a different dimension, a place where I felt in control and invincible, almost like Superman. I was captivated by the power to shape outcomes within these virtual universes, but little did I know this passion and flame for gaming would evolve into something that would impact my life drastically. Fast forward about 10 years, my gaming habits began to change drastically. What started as an innocent hobby turned into an obsession. I was playing for longer hours, sometimes losing track of time entirely. Gaming was always a way to escape, but now felt like a constant itch that needed to be scratched. As I continued to scratch the itch, I started neglecting the other aspects of my life, such as exercise, work, and even spending time with the family. Everything other than the virtual world always felt dull to me. Even when I'd actually go somewhere, all I could think about is the next Fortnite match I'm going to play when I get home, or the next village I'm going to build in Minecraft. Video games were always on my mind. My sleep schedule suffered tremendously during this time. Late into the night, I would sit in front of the screen, eyes glued to the action, completely unaware of the hours slipping away. It wasn't just about enjoyment anymore. It was about reaching that next level, grinding out battle passes, and trying to stay ahead of the competition. Many times I made a commitment that I wasn't going to bed until I got a victory royal. Losing this much sleep had me feeling like a zombie in the morning. I started to eat more junk food, which ended up causing me to gain weight. I neglected exercise and also started dismissing my responsibilities. I always stayed locked up in my room, and the only time I would leave was to go collect food that I probably ordered or to go use the bathroom. I always used gaming to avoid my real-life problems. It wasn't until one fateful night, or rather morning, that it hit me like a ton of bricks. My room started to light up suddenly as a light beamed through my window. The sun was rising, and I realized I had been playing Fortnite for an entire night straight. The fatigue in my eyes, the soreness in my body, it was an awakening. I had lost all sense of time and reality, completely consumed by this virtual realm. My blurred vision started to become clear. I began to notice how my overall productivity was dropping, friendships were deteriorating, and my health was taking a nosedive. I was physically and mentally drained, and yet the urge to pick up a controller and start playing a game was always there. Trying to cut back or take breaks had me feeling like I was going through withdrawal. I'd promised that I'll play for an hour, but that hour would effortlessly turn into several. I was trapped in a cycle of denial, telling myself that I was in control and that I could quit anytime. But quitting was far from simple. The addiction had already set its roots and taken over. I was struggling between my rational self, knowing I needed to stop, and my addicted self, constantly seeking that next high. The more I denied the problem, the worse it became. Admitting I had a problem was a tough pill to swallow, but it was the first step toward reclaiming and taking control of my life. My gaming addiction led to the destruction of the different aspects of my life. Relationships took a massive hit. I isolated myself from friends and family, choosing the solitary world of gaming over genuine human connections. Conversations became superficial, and I lost touch with those who truly cared about me. My physical health deteriorated as well. I was neglecting exercise, proper nutrition, and sleep. The toll on my body was evident. My energy levels were perpetually low, I gained weight, and my well-being was overall compromised. The dormant lifestyle combined with the mental strain of the gaming addiction was a harmful mix. Perhaps one of the most alarming realizations was the toll on my mental health. Gaming had become a high and escape from the stresses of life. However, it was a fleeting escape, leaving me more anxious and disconnected from reality. I found myself battling depression and anxiety, trapped in a vicious cycle that was difficult to break. Every day felt like a struggle. My priorities were completely skewed, and I had lost sight of what truly mattered. This was my wake-up call, a jarring realization that the very thing I believed was bringing me happiness was, in fact, the source of my misery and downfall of my life. Realizing the destruction my gaming addiction wreaked on my life, I knew it was time to take action and take back control of my life. I made several attempts to regain control and break free from the clutches of gaming. The first step was acknowledging the problem and understanding that help was needed. Then, I started limiting myself, attempting to restrict my gaming hours. However, sticking to these limits proved to be a major challenge. The addiction had a tight grip, and each time I tried to cut back, I felt a strong pull, urging me to play just a little longer. Seeking the support of loved ones was the next step. I confided in close friends and family, explaining the depth of my struggle. They were understanding and supportive, encouraging me in different ways, and helped me work on strategies to overcome this toxic trait. One of the most effective steps I took was finding alternative activities to replace gaming. Engaging in hobbies like exercising, reading, or even going for a walk helped divert my mind from the constant desire to play games. These activities gradually became my new coping mechanisms, providing a healthier outlet for my stress and cravings. I also deleted the games from my devices and limited my access. It was a difficult decision, but a necessary one to remove the immediate temptation that gaming posed. Now let's fast forward to where I am today. It's been a challenging journey, but one filled with growth, self-discovery, and a newfound sense of balance. I can proudly say that I've come a long way from the depths of my gaming addiction. Gaming is still a part of my life, but it's no longer the center of it. I've established healthy boundaries and priorities. I now allocate specific time for gaming, making sure it doesn't interfere with my responsibilities or relationships. I've also made a conscious effort to diversify my interests. Engaging in activities like hiking, reading, and spending quality time with friends and family has enriched my life beyond the digital realm. It's about finding a balance in life. Physically, I've prioritized exercise and a healthier lifestyle. I've been going to the gym, dieting properly, and gaining sufficient sleep, which has helped me to regain my energy and vitality, which were severely impacted during the peak of my addiction. While the journey to recovery has been challenging, it's a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It's proof that with determination, a strong support system, and the willingness to change, one can break free from the chains of addiction. If you're watching this and you're battling your own gaming addiction or any kind of addiction, I want you to know that there is always hope and there is always a way out. And you're not alone in this journey. Overcoming addiction is a gradual process. You'll have good days and bad days, but each day you choose to take a step forward, you're making progress. Having a guide, someone to talk to, and strategies to cope with the addiction can be a game changer. Having a support system is equally important. Lean on your friends and family for encouragement and understanding. Sharing your struggle with those you can trust will lift a tremendous weight off your shoulders. You're stronger than you think, and you have the power to reclaim your life. Believe in yourself, stay committed to the journey, and remember, there is a beautiful world out there waiting for you. Thank you so much for joining me on this personal and challenging journey of addressing my addiction. Sharing this experience has been both cleansing and therapeutic. My hope is that this story has shed light on the struggles of gaming addiction and inspired those who need it to seek help and find a balance in their lives. Remember, this isn't just my story. It's a story of countless individuals who struggle with addiction in various forms. If you're facing a similar struggle, please don't hesitate to reach out for help. There are professionals and support networks available to guide you through your journey. If you found this video helpful, or if you believe it can make a difference in someone's life, please consider sharing it. Together, we can spread awareness and help others facing similar challenges. Thank you again for being a part of my journey, and always remember, you are never alone and there is always hope for a brighter tomorrow.